As a solo content creator, the number one most important thing you need to have when starting off is some form of camera. And for many people, a cell phone will be the best way to start. Pretty much all the cell phone nowadays have front and rear cameras. But if you're gonna be shooting content for like YouTube or vlogging or some kind of things like that, you would want to use your highest quality camera. And in many cases, in pretty much all the cases, the rear camera is typically gonna give you the highest quality. So that's the one you would want to shoot from. If you happen to have a fold phone, you can just easily open it, use the rear camera and use this as a preview screen, obviously, but then you're not going to be able to use, something like a handheld gimbal, and it can be a little bit awkward in many cases because the camera is here, but if you're looking here, it feels like you're not looking at the screen. So if you're talking to people, your audience, they're gonna feel a little bit disconnected because you're not looking at the screen. So you'd want to keep the phone closed, that way you can have a preview. Now this is where something like this comes into play. So this is a Synco mobile monitor, and if you've seen a lot of YouTubers studio, you will see that pretty much everyone has some kind of studio monitor to monitor themselves. Well, you have something here by Synco, which is actually a portable monitor. Fun fact, I actually bought something like this for my girlfriend. I believe, I don't know if it was her birthday or Christmas, because she and I, we record a lot of gym videos, a lot of travel videos, and it is nice to be able to see yourself as you're recording. That way you can frame yourself properly. Now there's this device right here that is made by Synco and it's brand new. And I've actually tested it out. I've been using it. I'm very impressed. So even though it has a picture of a cell phone here, of an iPhone here, it actually works with Android. Now, one of the things that I actually really like about this is that it does have MagSafe capability. So if you happen to have iPhone, you can just simply put it on there and it will just stick with MagSafe. Now if you don't have an iPhone, if you have a Samsung like me, it comes with this sticker right here which you can actually stick on the phone, and this will become magnetic, which is pretty nice. Like, I absolutely love that. So before I get ahead of myself, let me turn around and show you guys what this thing is about. You have physical buttons on it. You have a USB Type-C to recharge the device. You have your on and on switch. You have a speaker right here. You have your buttons right here, so you can see Synco. So it comes on pretty fast. So from now, in order for you to connect it, all you have to do is simply go into your smartphone. It walks you through how to connect it. If you're not familiar, if you're not very tech savvy, it comes with a manual that just pretty much has all the detail, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it on the Samsung to show you guys. So on the Samsung, to connect to this device, all you simply have to do is scroll down to your notification settings, and you're gonna see the part that says screen view. Once you see the screen view, just click on it and it's gonna show your previously connected device, which in this case is this Synco right here. As you guys can see, my screen is mirrored on the device, just like that. You see that? It's connected wirelessly and it works pretty fast. Just look at it. Look at how smooth this is. Now, this is where the thing comes into play as far as monitor. You just simply click on your camera, switch to video mode, And now whatever you see, whatever your camera sees, that's what this thing will display. So you can imagine if you're looking at yourself, and this thing just connects via MagSafe, it would feel like you're talking to the audience because this is gonna be directly in your line of sight. So you have a wirelessly connected monitor that you can easily use, and you can just use your gimbal to hold your phone. That way you have an ultra wide, ultra smooth display. Now this doesn't always have to be against your phone. I just realized it actually magnetizes to my phone, which is pretty sweet. This doesn't always have to, let me change some of the views. So this button right here allows you to flip the screen. So you see, you can change the orientation. You know, that way your selfie doesn't look awkward. Okay, so with these two buttons right here, you can adjust the volume and you can adjust the brightness. So I'm gonna press this to lower the brightness. As you guys can see, brightness went down. And if I want to do volume, all I have to do is toggle it while I'm playing some kind of video. Right now I have my camera on a tripod, my phone and camera on a tripod, but here is the beautiful part about the thing. Because it has magnets on the back, I can just easily put it on this. Now once again, you can flip the screen to orient it properly. So I can literally work out here, do pull-ups, and make sure that I'm in the frame. Like, this is just sweet. This is awesome. Like, I can put it anywhere and make sure that I am in the frame. So I'm gonna do pull-ups and record it. I would have loved if it had a touchscreen. That way I can just control it from right here. But there is no touchscreen option. That's fine though, because I can always go back to the phone and hit the record. But since I have a Samsung watch, I can just start the recording from my watch. And I like the fact that on Samsung, I can turn off my display and the camera preview will still show. As you guys can see, my display is off, but it's still showing my camera preview. Now here's something cool that I discovered. There is a button on the side that can remote control the camera. So earlier I was saying that I wish this had a touchscreen so I can record, but you don't need a touchscreen now because you have this button right here which can trigger the remote. So check this out. It's recording. Just by pressing this button, it's recording. And to stop recording, just press it again and it stops recording. This is amazing. I am so glad I found this out. Here's something cool that I want to show you guys. I'm gonna exit this, close it, disconnect, and connect Samsung DeX to this. Can you believe this? This actually works with Samsung DeX. So start now. Look at that. Just look at that. You have Samsung DeX up here from your phone. You can see that as I'm controlling, you can see the mouse. Let me click on YouTube or ESPN. No, let me click on YouTube. You can literally go watch YouTube. So let me click on Aaron's video.
Apple has just wrapped up WWDC. They've announced their next generation software that's going to power all of their devices coming September, and it's a little bit different this time. Instead of
it literally has a speaker built in. You can watch videos. I mean, imagine your phone screen is broken. You can literally use this as your display, and you can do just about everything. Not just about, you can do exactly everything that you can do on the Samsung DeX on this right here. So let me play it once again.
OS 19, tvOS 19, let me get this right, macOS 16.
See, I turned the volume down and I can turn it back up.
Is just now 26 with a complete visual overhaul too. Each software is now more...
And it has a pretty good sound system. I mean, speaker. I believe the reason why it has a speaker is so that when you're reviewing your videos, you can hear yourself. Man, this is very, very nice. It is very well thought of, well done. Like I said, I bought something like this for my girl before, but this is way better. And this doesn't just work with Samsung or iPhone. It works with other devices. As you guys can see here, I have my Beam Pro, which is by Xview, connected to this, and whatever I show over here is what's gonna be shown on the display. So if I click on camera, it's also gonna show camera. You guys can see it really works with just about anything that you can do screen mirroring. I highly recommend it. Just the fact that you can use other cell phones, yeah, definitely get one of these. Peace.